Welcome back. This is Pharma Careers, clear role breakdowns, practical skills, and step-by-step career roadmaps.
All right, let's talk about your resume. Specifically, let's build a Pharma-Ready resume and LinkedIn profile that actually gets you shortlisted. Because let's be real for a second. Most resumes are just, well, they're not working. And we're going to fix that, starting right now. You know how long a recruiter looks at your resume? 10 seconds. Seriously, that's it. That's the average time they spend before deciding yes or no. 10 seconds. It's a pretty brutal, unforgiving reality, especially in the pharma industry, right? So you got to ask yourself, is your resume actually built to survive that test? Is it going to pass? Because honestly, most of them look more like a school assignment than a professional document. And they are just completely failing that first critical scan. So what's the deal? Why are so many resumes getting ignored? Well, it almost always boils down to one simple, super powerful idea, the one rule rule. And let me tell you, breaking this rule is the fastest way to get your resume tossed straight into the no pile. Yeah, this quote just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? When you say you're open to QA and PV and RA, that's not being flexible. It's just confusing. A recruiter is hiring for one job. They need to see, immediately that you're the person for that specific job, not for 4 different ones. Okay, so look at this. This shows you exactly what I'm talking about. On the left, that's what most people do. It's total confusion, seeking roles in QA, PV, RA. And then on the right, crystal clarity. Target, pharmacovigilance associate. That's what a recruiter needs to see in the first, 3 seconds. So which one looks more like your resume right now? Okay, so we've talked a lot about the problem. Let's get to the good stuff, the solution. We're actually going to rebuild your resume right here from the top down to make it, not just good, but totally shortlist ready. And we're going to do it in 3 key steps. First up, we are ditching that old, useless objective statement and building a powerful target summary instead. Then, step 2, we're creating a skills section that's loaded with keywords. It speaks to both the recruiter and the computer systems they use. And finally, step 3, we're going to show you how to use projects as rock-solid proof of what you can do. Just look at the difference here. It's huge, right? The before is just generic fluff, seeking a challenging position, blah, blah, blah. But the after? It's a total powerhouse. It says who you are, a B-Pharm graduate, your exact target role, and it throws in relevant skills like ICSR. And here's the kicker, the most important part. It gives them proof, built to mock case narratives. That is what gets your phone to ring. All right, next up is your skills section, and this is so important. You have to basically reverse engineer it right from the job description you're applying for. See, the computer systems, the ATS, are scanning for specific keywords. And the human recruiter, they're looking for real technical skills, stuff like deviation or kappa. You know what they're not looking for? Words like hardworking or team player. That's not a skill, that's just something you claim to be. Okay, so if you're a fresher, listen up. This part is for you. This is your secret weapon. I call it the experience substitute. You might be thinking, I don't have experience. Well, guess what? You can create it. A really well-structured project that's perfectly aligned to the job you want, that is concrete proof you know what you're doing. And this is what a really great project description looks like. It's not just saying, oh, I learned about PV. No way. It's super specific, it's professional, and it's packed with the right industry language. It shows you understand the process, the details, the actual day-to-day tasks of the job. This, right here, is what makes you stand out from everyone else. All right, so once you've got this amazing resume rebuilt, you're not done. You've got to make sure your LinkedIn profile is basically a perfect mirror of it. It needs to tell the exact same focused, consistent story. Think of it as your digital storefront. So let's break it down really quick. Your headline? It's not just student at XYZ University. It's a search engine optimization tool. You have to pack it with your target role keywords. The About section? Not your life story, please. It's a quick, punchy 6 to 8 line value statement. And finally, that Featured section, that's where you pin your proof. Put your projects, your portfolio right at the top so recruiters can't miss it. Okay, one last thing. And seriously, don't skip this part, because it's so important. You can have the best content in the world, but if your resume is a mess to look at, it's useless. It has to be easy to scan. The pharma industry loves clean, clear formatting. So, Do a final check on your resume with this list. Are the headings clean and consistent? Are you using nice, easy-to-read bullet points instead of big blocks of text? And this is a big one. No tables. They can totally mess up the applicant tracking software. And hey, if you're a fresher, keep it to one page. Simple, clean, effective. That's the goal. So really, it all just boils down to this winning formula. It's super simple. You need laser-focused targeting on one role, you need to fill it with the right keywords, and you need to back it all up with undeniable proof. You do those three things, you get callbacks. It's not magic, it's just a solid strategy. And that leaves us with one final thought. A question for you, really. It's super easy to just blame the market and say, oh, it's too tough out there. But now, you have the playbook. You know what to do. So the question is, are you going to keep making excuses, or are you going to actually fix your message? The ball's in your court.
If this helped, like and subscribe. Watch the next video in Pharma Careers for the next role breakdown.